Call Bestie.
Hello?
Hey man, how you going?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Awesome. I was wondering, do you want to go down to the tavern later on?
Yeah, we could do that.
Nice. I thought it's been a while.
Yeah, I've missed you.
Yeah, I miss you too, man. Okay, I'll see you later.
I'll see you there.
Bye. Hello and welcome back to Tavern Banter podcast. I'm Luke,
And I'm Caleb.
and we've just officially gone from our beta to our alpha build of the tavern.
I always thought Alpha came first.
Yeah, but in game development it goes
Oh,
beta, alpha,
very good.
prime release.
Prime release.
I don't know what it's called. Yeah, we're gonna move on. Anyway.
Well, congratulations to us.
Yeah, great. We've gone from season 0 to season 1.
It is now early access.
Yeah. So you all owe us at least $5 for getting entry into early access. The bit's done.
Go on.
Well, I was just gonna ask how you're going.
I'm going fairly well. Been doing a lot of playing old and new games, like just throughout. I'm revisiting Dredge.
Ooh,
A bit.
it's the
fishing game with Eldritch Horror.
Very cool.
elements,
Very
yeah.
cool. Yeah, that's a good game.
What's wrong?
Why didn't you tell me?
I'm sorry.
I said I was interested in Drift.
We can still play it. I've got a PlayStation. I've been playing it on the PC.
It's not the same. It's like watching a TV series without your significant other. That's basically betrayal.
We never started. It's on the betrayal is if you start and then skip ahead.
True,
But with him playing it, you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
He doesn't watch me play. He will get distracted.
I struggle to watch people play. I do.
Yeah, you're more of an active person rather
Yeah, I
than
need to be doing.
need to be a part of it.
Yeah, I need to be a part of it.
Well, you're gonna suffer when we play, like when we do an online game show.
I'll be the one always.
Oh, oh, good.
So all the horror games.
No.
Yeah, all those horror games.
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time. I'm gonna suffer.
That's not true. I could probably stay retained in like horror games better because I'll be scared.
You'll be scared shit.
I'll be scared.
Yeah. Anything else you've been playing or?
Finished Fallen Order, like the Star Wars
nice.
Fallen Order. I haven't 100% it. I haven't 100% it yet, which is what I was trying to do. No.
No, that's it.
About it. Me and Barkeep
Took a while.
finished Return of the Obra Dinn.
Ooh,
Which is
I love that game.
Excellent game.
that's
Excellent
the game.
game.
How did you go with figuring out all the people? We're not gonna
spoilers.
no spoilers.
No spoilers.
You got to figure out
I,
identities.
I will say that for 90% of the game, we did a really good job, I would say. And then towards the end, it really comes down to just process of elimination,
Yeah.
where we were just filtering through names and
Until it was like,
yeah,
got
yeah.
it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then the game
It's
it's
always
just
like-
like good job.
It's always like
I'm
5.
nice.
There was a section in the game where the fates of some of the characters you're supposed to just assume.
Yeah.
And we were really unsure about that, and I ended up Googling it
Yeah.
and then getting Caleb to guess.
Yeah.
And I would be like,
Correct.
yes, no.
Yeah, because I was the one playing,
That's-
and then
That's the kind of
yeah.
game where you just gotta. Some of them that is the idea. You make assumptions, and then there's always like a few you get stuck on. I remember
Yeah.
I was like stuck on.
But that's
4 or
what I
5
mean by the
frames.
90% was
Yeah.
like we did pretty much
Very nice.
like it was fun. I think it's not a big game, so
No, it's a.
I think we did it in 2 sittings.
yeah.
A third for the extra little bit at the end.
Nice.
Yeah.
nice.
But it's the same. But I didn't know this at the time. But it's by the same people that make Papers, Please. You said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Very talented game makers,
yeah.
developers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? What have you been
Ooh,
up to?
I've been playing some new games.
Yeah. what
I've
have
been
you
playing Resident Evil 9 Requiem.
something I will never play.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Unless live entertainment.
But perhaps live entertainment. That it is a perfect blend of horror and action in survival horror.
That's what they were going for. That's what
Yep.
they promised to deliver.
And they really delivered. The horror sections with the character Grace is
Yeah.
terrifying. If we do end up playing this game online, I am doing the Grace
play
sections.
and I will
You
play
can play the Leon if you wanted to. You might not even play Leon, to be honest. it's just a bit difficult.
We'll find out.
You
It's not
might.
entertaining.
That's
if
true.
Caleb doesn't.
Oh, it'll still be entertaining. He will still squeal. It is.
I'll have to wear my brown pants.
It is,
Don't worry.
Yeah, it is a terrifying game with Grace, which makes it much fun when you play as Leon. Essentially,
Yeah.
you play the first section as Grace, you're hiding from zombies.
Yeah.
And then Leon
First
comes
person.
in. It's
Grace's
first
first person.
Grace's first person. She barely has any resources, and then you come in as Leon. It's basically John Wick.
Yeah.
You just go in, just bursting heads, and you don't care anybody.
That's really
amazing.
cool. I'm glad they delivered
Yeah,
something really good.
I think one of the best Resident Evil games so far. I genuinely like. I love
Better
it.
than 7?
Yeah, I'd say better than 7.
Oh,
Way better than 7.
Wow.
I
7
love 7.
Yeah,
7's a great game.
7 was a lot of
It
hype.
just suffers from certain problems with the formula that this game is fixed with the Grace and Leon. Because eventually in 7 it stops being scary because you have like a shotgun with 30 bullets and
you just
several pit. You just load it out. But Grace never gets to that point.
Yeah, that's cool.
She just gets a bit more brave by the end. But no, great game. Definitely recommend playing it. If you wanted to play it and you're wanting to pick it up, amazingly fun game.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably get to our first segment
That's
of
correct.
this evening.
Yes. On today's episode of Tavern Banter, we're starting off with the silver screen.
Yeah, silver screen. So get your popcorn, get cozy, curl up with a friend and a blanket, and listen to us review. What are we reviewing today?
We're reviewing a personal favourite of mine, Garth Marenghi's Darkplace.
What?
Garth Marenghi's Darkplace.
Yes, I had never heard of this
Never heard of
before you popped it in the group chat.
Yeah,
being like,
I
let's
like-
review
We're
this.
looking at this today. It is a English miniseries that came out in like the 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s. It's a comedy about this author called Garth Marenghi, who is a subpar author, very obsessed with himself, and he develops this show for the BBC or whatever, or Channel 4 or whatever, and they don't buy it. They don't air it. And then years later down the line, they come to him asking him to air his TV show for them. And so he's fully buying his own hype. He's fully into himself. And then you watch.
He
the
believes
show.
what he's selling.
He believes what he's selling.
believes what he's selling.
And it's the worst show you've ever seen. It is funny.
It's purposely bad that
Yes.
it's funny. Yeah.
It is a spoof on like Stephen King style novels turned into TV series.
Yeah.
2004.
2004. Yeah. I would consider 2004 early 2000s.
Yeah, it's before the 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what we're watching. I got you to watch the first three episodes.
Just 3
There's only
episodes.
6. And I'll be honest,
It was that bad.
well, yeah, it's crazy we didn't get more, but I'll be honest, I probably could have just get you to watch the first one.
Yeah.
Because that first one is amazing. We'll probably talk about that the most.
Well, let's kick it off.
Yeah. How do you feel?
Yeah. You should really because you've seen it before. Me, it was as soon as I watched the first episode, my first thing was this is like really stupid in a good way. The acting is incredibly odd. Is the best way to describe it, and it is so strange that it is hard to articulate.
It's so hard to describe. Which is a great thing that we're doing on a podcast.
It is. But let me get something straight. It is really funny in that first episode as you're introduced to a bunch of these characters that are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Garth Marenghi plays
something Douglas, Dr. Rick Douglas.
Rick Douglas.
Rick Douglas.
Yeah.
They've got stupid names. Yeah.
The female lead.
She's her character's called Liz. They never actually
Liz.
give her. They
A
never give
last
us an
name.
actor name. Well, so there's a funny bit. I think by the end of the season, the very last episode, they bring up the fact that they fired the original actor and replaced her with a different actress, but they couldn't refilm the show, so they dubbed her lines in. Which, as you see during the show, there's plenty of times when they have to ADR her lines, even though she's right in the scene. I think that's the joke at the very end. They're like, oh, that's not actually the original actress's voice.
Right. Okay.
So her character's name is just Dr. Liz. That's all in the. I don't know if it's true or not, but
Madeline Wool
Madeline Wool.
plays Dr. Liz.
She's
Dr.
an
Liz.
amazing actress.
She is the best actor
And then the
probably on
actual
the.
actress's name is Alice Lowe.
Okay, Alice
Yes.
Lowe, who plays Madeline Wool, who plays Dr. Liz, is a great actress.
You can already tell how
It's
how,
stupid.
how Alice in Wonderland loopy it is. But we have someone. A lot of you probably will know if you're going to know anyone from the cast is
Richard Iowati.
Richard, who is
And-
in the IT crowd.
Yes,
He
he's Moss.
plays
He plays the publisher Dean Lerner
of
Garth Marenghi's books.
yes.
And then he gets his publisher to perform in the show as Dean...
The dean of medicine, or like the runner of the hospital.
Thornton Reed.
Thornton Reed. That's the one.
There are so many names, like, and it's not,
And they're not normal names.
and they're not worth remembering, to be honest.
Yeah, and Matthew Berry is also an actor who's in the performance of the actual real person who's in the show. He plays Saj. I think they call him Dr. Saj.
Sanchez.
And they call him Sanch for short. Dr. Sanchez. And it's just it's complete stuff. Just to kind of go into the details of the kind of jokes that they do, or like I guess not jokes, but the things that are funny. There is a bit where Richard Iowati playing Dean Lerner playing Thornton Reed is going to go to talk to.
I can already tell. Our audience is lost.
so
I
confusing.
already know that you watching at home is like, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know who these people are.
I'm gonna have to.
Who
okay.
is who?
Yeah. So Thornton, the lead of the hospital, I'll just use the character.
Yes,
is going to go talk to Rick Douglas, the main character, and he picks up a shovel that Rick used to. What's the word where you off someone in a good way, where you like euthanize
them.
euthanize a a patient in the hospital
That was possessed.
who was possessed and blew up.
Yeah.
He's just a
head.
on the floor, and he looks at Rick and goes, "Please, Rick, it hurts."
It hurts.
He says-
In a not convincing way. In like a really like
He proceeds to say, "All we need to do is stop the bleeding." And goes to get a nurse.
Yeah.
Before he picks up a shovel that's in the room and smacks his head.
already there.
Already there. So he comes up with this shovel.
No, before then, he's talking to someone, like just an extra, and goes, right, damn it. Basically, he announces to the world, I'm gonna go tell him whatever he's about to tell him.
Yeah, he says, "I'm gonna go tell Rick off for doing this terrible
No,
thing."
I think I'm gonna go tell him that he was right to do what he did. And then he walks over to Rick and says, "Rick, you were right for doing what you did."
So that's at the funeral later on. Because
No, because he's had the shovel.
No, because the shovel one he says, "I'm going to go tell him off for doing something wrong."
Oh, okay.
And
So
he
they
says-
use the
same
same
joke.
Jake Tricep. Okay.
So the establishment is Rick. Thornton Reed says, "I'm going to
Yeah.
tell Rick off for doing this," and he brings the shovel over and he says, "A shovel? That's how you treat your patients? What the hell is this? If this is how you treat your patients, I hate to say how you treat your
Your
enemies."
enemies.
And then they cut to a bit halfway through the scene while he's talking, where he's holding a cup, just for some lines, and then it cuts him back to holding the shovel. There is no change
I
in the
want you to
shot.
know. I never noticed. I never noticed that.
It's so blatant. And then they do that because at the end of the scene, he has to crush a cup.
Yeah.
So they have to establish he's holding a cup, but they don't have the shot for it. There's plenty of times he looks at the camera.
Yes,
And he's like
there
screaming,
is.
he's just like staring at the camera, and they cut away from it very quickly. My favorite scene is the funeral scene
Yeah.
where they're burying the exploded corpse of
That was just a head.
that was just a head of the dark, like he's technically a cultist.
Yeah.
At one point, they established that Rick is a master of the arcane arts and black magic.
very early on.
Very early on.
early
And then they
on.
cut to a shot of him holding his palm out with tomato sauce in his visual.
A pentagram.
And it screams.
Yeah.
Anyway, oh yeah, Liz is also psychic.
She can read minds.
She can read minds. And then the coffin starts rumbling and he bursts out, freaking out.
Full
Rick-
body. Full
They
body.
sewed it back together somehow. He pulls out a gun, Rick does, a revolver. And then the mother of the man says, "No, don't shoot my baby."
No, don't shoot.
He caps her in the shoulder. She flies aside. He proceeds to, I think, shoot 21 bullets from a single stick shooting revolver. And then it cuts to Thornton Reed firing a shotgun in the air.
Yeah. Like
No other
a
thing is
completely
happening.
different scene. Like off. It is really wacky, folks.
It's
like
insane.
it's if you're going to watch it, like go into it knowing you're about to watch real stupidity and just roll with it. Have fun. However, a word of caution to the wise.
Yeah.
Which is all of you. It does not aged well,
No.
in my opinion,
No,
because
it has sort of aged poorly.
the second episode is extremely sexist.
It's
Like
all-
I will.
It's all jokes about Liz and her character, and they're all about like making jokes about her being a woman. They're making statements like, "Oh, she's a woman, so she loves clothing and she loves makeup, and that's gonna make her feel better." Mood swings, being on a period, and that's the reason why that she's upset and she should just kind of control herself, kind of thing. It's a lot of very sexist statements. Now, I will say, as we sort of discussed, the joke here is not haha funny sexism. That's not what that's about, and I wouldn't find that funny either.
No.
It is more about Rick Douglas or Garth Marenghi is such a shitty writer that this is what he thinks is like not funny but serious and correct. He writes the idea is that they're writing a serious show. It's not meant to be a comedy, so they're not making jokes in the universe of the show. They're just making very sexist statements, which is what then leads to the absurdity. However,
I think it's meant to be. The real show is meant to be making fun of people who are sexist.
yeah, and like that old style of TV where it was sexist and it was like racist and misogynist and all that kind of stuff. It is still kind of.
I do, however, think that it is. It isn't clear enough for my liking because it goes on for the entire episode. It's
a major focus.
I literally at one point as I was watching, I was like, are they not making fun of sexism? Is this like something that is just like for
the joke of it?
For
the sake of being a joke is poking it at sex or making sexist comments.
Yeah.
And like it's not, but I do see where you come from. Like it's kind of like that's why I said the first episode I think is the funniest, and the second episode and third episode has good moments, such as the intern, in which they establish him in his head is about like they're filming him from here and it's just dead space up here, so he's just a head in the camera. And he doesn't seem to know how to talk or act.
I think the literal shot, his lips are out the sync with.
It's probably true. Yeah,
I think there's
a lot of very funny moments where they either ADR something and it doesn't need to be ADR'd, or like it's just out of sync.
For our audience at home, what is ADR?
ADR is when you record a separate track of audio to play over the visuals. So let's say you recorded film and audio for a TV show or a movie on set, and the audio sounds okay, but it's not very clean and it's not very clear.
So you go into a studio
and record those lines again, and then they dub it over
and
they mix it to make it sound like it's from that area, but it's much cleaner, much more clear.
Yeah.
That's what ADR is. What ADR is in this show
is very poorly done.
Is they mute the entire scene when the character walks into frame. They speak, they exit the scene, and then the sound returns. So it's a great moment. A lot of them are with Liz, where she steps in and goes, and like there's meant to be sound happening all around her because they're in a hospital. It's very busy.
Yeah.
And it just goes.
It just
silence. There's also great moments where Matthew Berry is being ADR'd in, and he's just got the most glottal fry, which is that. I think his lines are like, when I joined this hospital, I was strictly solo. Like, why are you performing like this? But then, so the second episode and the third, which we'll talk a bit about as well, is weaker. In my mind,
you could probably skip the second entirely. In my opinion, you could probably skip the second.
There's not a lot that you get from the second episode that you wouldn't already have gotten from the first, and there's some stuff in it. I'm like, that's not very funny. That's just kind of it.
There is no running story.
No.
Like they're all, to my knowledge, like one-offs. Like, so you could literally watch the first, the sixth, the fourth, any order.
The bit is that like they're all different stories from Garth Marenghi's different books.
Yeah.
A favorite bit of mine in the third episode is that he needs to distract himself so that Liz can't read his mind.
So he picks up one of his own books.
The Garth Marenghi books, and he goes, "Wow, what an amazing novel! This genre of books has really been underestimated by the rest of the world. It's actually quite good, and people would enjoy it if they started reading it."
Shameless self-plug.
Shameless self-plug. It's very, very clever in a very stupid way.
In a very stupid way.
Oh.
I will say something I really appreciate from the early 2000s era of sort of film is the amazing dedication they use to like live sets. Cause like they use real rooms, real buildings. And I don't know what it is. I think it's like just the quality of film, but that older style of quality just makes it feel more realistic to me. Does that make sense? Like,
in terms of like giving you a show that is meant to be old and meant to feel like it came from some old time. Yeah. Like it feels.
Or more, what I mean is that like sometimes when I look at modern films or TV shows, the set looks really clean and really like perfect.
Yeah.
Right,
I know what you mean.
which makes it feel like a built set.
Yeah,
and it can look great. It can look perfect, like as what it is. But when I look at like that old style, that isn't perfect, looks a bit dirty, it makes it feel like, oh, it's an actual place.
Yeah. I know
that they're filming
it feels
at.
lived
Like,
in,
yeah.
it feels grounded.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because it's like one of the other good things this show does. It's like, oh, the set's quite nice, actually.
It is, like
It's
so
good,
I
no,
will give credit to that. I also will give credit to the fact, because we were just talking about like how many characters playing on characters, and it does really take like, I think, a skilled actor to sort of
to portray a bad actor.
Portray a real person portraying a bad actor.
Yep. Portraying a character.
Portraying a character. Like
there's a lot of like level to performance, which is why I think the actress does Liz is the best, because a lot of the things she does are subtly bad.
Yeah.
Which is very good. Like that establishing thing when she goes to the reception and she goes to say, "I'm here to see Dr. Sanchez rather."
Yeah.
Rick Sanchez is Rick and Morty. Dr. Sanchez for the position, yada yada yada. She goes to approach it. She puts her hand on the desk, goes to put her arm on her hip, and then immediately drops it because she's not meant to do that yet. She says a line, and then it goes to her hip.
Then it goes to her hip.
Which I'm like, that's exactly what a bad actor would do.
I think because you've watched this before, did you ever dissect this at school or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
I actually, because I watched it before, when I watched it again for this, I looked through all the tiny little things that they fuck up.
Right.
For example, at the very end of the first episode, Rick is inexplicably just have his arm in a sling.
Yeah, I noticed that.
There's no reason for it. He's just there. And
It's
then,
cool.
it's very cool, but then he lights a cigarette and then takes the other hand out of the sling and smokes with it and then puts it back. It's also the fact that the hospital, every time it's an establishing shot, it's in this barren, like grassy hill land, nothing surrounding it. Then they're on the roof.
They're always on the roof near the end,
and they're always overlooking a suburban area. That's not anywhere near them. It's what tells me that this is very well put together, because it's small details that they purposely mess up.
Yeah.
It's very, very interesting. But yeah, no, that's why I noticed a lot more of these, because I had a chance to kind of go through it again and watch it. I watched the first episode twice because it's genuinely the funniest. It's so good.
Yeah.
We watched the third episode. Should we at least mention it?
Fine, we'll mention it.
We probably should.
It
starts off.
It's
real weird.
Or
Okay,
don't spoil it. Don't. You know what? You should go watch it.
Okay, just be warned.
Just be warned.
It's really it's much more out there than the sexist episode.
Not. I wouldn't say as controversial.
No, not as controversial, but a lot more shocking.
confronting. It will confront
confront
you visually.
I'll say that there's much. At the beginning of that episode, there is not a baby eye monster, and then after the 2nd minute mark, there is a baby eye monster. There is a part. I can't say that's a spoiler. There's a great joke.
I think
It's just a great joke from Richard Iowati in the interview sections.
Yeah.
Because did we mention that there are interview sections? We vaguely, but basically, partway through some of the episode, they just randomly cut to an interview with either Garth,
director's commentary essentially.
but it's either with Garth or with Dean.
Yeah.
They're real people personas. Where they start talking about stuff. At one point, they go to Matthew Berry's character, who's basically calling out Dean for being a bad actor.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, there are some people who say that I didn't act, and those people are mean. And I don't really appreciate them, but that's fine. There's a lot of really good stuff. What's okay, one last joke I do want to point out, just in the first episode. In the first episode. When he goes to talk to the child in the child section of the hospital.
Yes.
So I got to see a friend. And he sits down with the child. And the child's like, "Are you going to save my dad?" He says, "I'm trying my best, but I'm not Jesus Christ. And I've come to terms with that."
That is a very... that is a really good line.
And then the kid says, "They're working too hard, Douglas. You're working hard, Douglas. You're a hero and a saint. They don't pay you enough." Damn right.
You're one of the good ones.
You're one of the good
You're
ones.
one of the good ones.
And then he leaves, and the ADR in. Never do drugs.
Yeah.
It's that kid is the best part of like that whole episode. Just saying, "I'm not Jesus Christ, and I've come to terms with that now." Okay. Well, let's rate this episode that I've just kind of gushed about, to be honest.
Okay, so the first point.
Yep.
Yes.
Acting/direction.
Yes.
Oh.
I give it a point because it's really good bad acting.
I do because I think it achieves like what it sets out to do,
And
like really well.
Yeah. Absolutely. And this is for just the first 3 episodes. We will say we have not watched the 4, 5, and 6. No judgment on that, but I have. I think it's good, but as I said, first one's the best.
Design/sound.
Oh, once again,
I gotta give a point.
Once
for
again, yeah, I think because
it's on purpose.
It's on purpose that it's.
There's a great bit where a freaking helicopter flies up out of nowhere, and it's clearly a toy. And it's got a cellophane blade, and it just spins in a circle. So yeah, a point for that.
Story/writing.
Very poor. Very poor.
I think we take a point off of that just because the 2nd and 3rd episode really kind of drag on the story.
I'll be honest, even though it is intentionally bad writing, it actually doesn't do. The best moments of the show that you're watching for actually have nothing to do what's going on in the story. What's going on with the story?
Yeah, that's kind of like a vehicle around for the jokes of bad show. Because like you could say that the show is making fun of old like 80s and 90s horror. Yeah. But it's not really. It's not doing anything interesting with that. It's just making jokes. So I would say not a point for that.
Now, the next topic is genre, which when I looked it up, its official genre is spoof.
Yep.
Horror.
Yep.
Half a point.
For the spoof.
For the spoof.
I think it does a funny thing about horror, but it doesn't really. It's really not a horror. I would just call it a spoof, not a horror. Yeah. It has horror elements because it's making fun of it, but it's not doing a lot of it. Yeah, it's half a point.
And the final one is rewatchability.
Now, see, originally, I said no because I was like, I don't think I'd find this
as fun on a rewatch.
Yeah, fun, like once I've seen the joke, I don't think rewatching it would hold interest. Now, you brought up a good point. If you were a person to wanted to like go back and dissect it and see all the mistakes,
all the funny jokes,
then maybe it is worth rewatching. I don't think it is.
I have watched the entire series once. I have watched the first 3 episodes twice. In fact, I've probably watched it 3 times, and I've watched that first episode at least 4 or 5 times. I think the jokes are still funny, just because of how stupid and how ridiculous they are. Like, he has an offhand joke where he's like, for the first time ever, except for Peru, where I got
the whole episode. I want you to know, you just
and it's still funny.
You just quoted it.
Yeah, but trust me, man. Like, I am not doing it justice.
Half a point.
A point from me.
None for me. We'll make it half a point.
You're a jerk. Could have been a 1.5. Yeah, fine. Half a point.
So technically you're rating it 3 out of 5.
I agree.
That's fair.
I agree.
I think so. I think
agree.
I think it's a very funny 3 out of 5.
A top 3 out of 5.
Yeah, like it's a high 3. A high 3.
High 3.
Personally, I would rate it a 4, but between the two of us, it rates down to 3.
Personally, I'd only rate it a 2.5.
Oh, shut it. You
Hey,
laughed.
boy, you
Giggled.
2.5 is 50, half a mile. Like, you know, it's half.
That's basically dog shit. It's basically crap. What are you talking about?
Yes, technically you rated it 2.5 and you rated it 3.5, so between you it's a 3.
3.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense. Makes sense. But good stuff. Garth Marenghi.
Garth Marenghi.
Darkplace.
I will say that is my just favorite bit of the whole thing. Anytime he goes, I'm Garth Marenghi, and this is my dark place. Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, that's...
I love it. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it a little bit. Got some fun out of it.
Caleb was standing in the hallway before, just muttering Garth
Garth
Marenghi to himself.
It's a great name.
It is really quotable.
Garth Marenghi.
Garth.
That's the most fun you get from it, quoting it.
Yeah,
Specifically
yeah.
Dean Lerner. Good old Dean Lerner.
Does he do anything
Thornton
anymore?
Reed. Hey, Richard Iowati?
The
The actor? Or do you mean the guy who played Garth Marenghi?
guy who played Garth Marenghi.
I've only ever seen him do bits of Garth Marenghi. Like, he still has the character. He does
Oh.
not stand-up. I think he goes to do, like, live shows where he does interviews as Garth Marenghi and people go,
okay.
go and ask him questions. It's very funny. But I've only seen small clips. I haven't seen him do anything else, though.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was like, does he do anything else?
He's credited for something called Possum in 2018.
Oh. Small little thing that I haven't heard of Possum, so...
He's not even credited in Garth Marenghi's
Well, no, that's Garth Marenghi. You can't credit anyone but Garth
Yeah,
Marenghi.
you can't look up the actor who plays Garth Marenghi. You have to look up Garth
Marenghi's
on
IMDb. Yeah, he's got his own IMDb page. I'm Garth Marenghi.
I'll be honest, if that was a real thing, I would immediate 5 stars.
Oh, right, that's amazing.
Because I'm like, man, it's just
What a
open
bit.
universe.
It's an amazing bit.
Your whole career is a bit. Your whole career is
One
a
of his
bit.
starting bits for his Garth Marenghi, he just goes, I'm one of the few, interviews, I'm one of the few people who has written more books than he's read.
That is really good.
So it's not difficult, guys. Just don't read a book.
Yeah.
Anyway. We should move on to our
Okay.
next segment.
Our next segment.
Yes.
The loading,
Loading bar. I don't know if I timed that right. But
I don't think so.
I don't think so. It goes a lot faster than that.
Your timing's all
What if I did it again? I'm just looking like a fucking
Want to
idiot.
see it again?
Want to see it again? No, but
One day we'll review just bad SpongeBob episodes. Our favorite SpongeBob episodes.
tune in next episode when we watch bad SpongeBob episodes. SpongeBob episode. I don't know how to
Does
say.
SpongeBob still run?
Yes.
Like, do they make new episodes?
I think they do. This is not the topic, but
No, it's not.
this is actually an
It's
interesting
not.
question to make.
I'm just curious because I brought up SpongeBob.
I'm pretty sure they still do, even though they have like none of the original voice cast anymore.
No, do they even have the original writer though?
Yes.
Like, yes.
They do still run it. I don't think they have the original
Correct.
writers.
Yes, there are still new episodes.
Yeah.
It is currently in its 16th season.
The original like creator has long since left.
Yeah.
Or died, and the original voice actors are all gone as well.
Yes, I know that.
So like they're like, no, it should have stopped. But
Oh, 100%. But, you know, gonna beat this horse until it stops spitting out money.
yep.
Speaking of spitting out money.
I was thinking of beating a horse.
Beating-
Play the Spire 2. Not,
What a game.
What a game. We played it recently. It came
We
out
have early access on the 6th of March.
Oh,
And
it sounds like on the Switch.
no, on the 6th
No, on the 6th of March.
of
Yeah, sure.
March, and by time recording it is the 10th.
The 9th. Double check, make sure.
So close.
So it's been out for a little bit. Been out
It's
for 3
been out
days.
for a little bit, but we've played
I
good. I would say a good chunk.
we played a small chunk.
We've played.
Tiny chunk.
We've delved into
Yeah.
it. We've delved into it.
Absolutely.
So this is probably a first impressions review
Yeah.
of it, and we'll probably come back
When it fully releases.
when it fully releases and do a full review of
I think
Slay
so.
the Spire 2.
I love Slay the Spire. And
I love the original. Yeah.
Yeah,
How
so-
many hours of the original Slay the Spire have you put in?
Gosh, I don't know. I might need to go to my Steam.
Is it Steam?
It'll be on Steam.
Okay.
My actual, I have it on the PlayStation.
Let me just,
So-
I'll just double check my Steam very quickly. Don't
That's where I'm going.
are you able to see my
I
hours?
think I can.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's originally on the PlayStation. I think I have nearly 300 hours of Slay the Spire.
That's pretty good.
Maybe more.
Well, if you're looking up yours, Luke, I'll see if I can find Caleb.
Yeah, see if you can find it just to be certain.
You're on PlayStation.
I'm on PlayStation.
I definitely have a lot of hours.
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
I've reached 1,000.
I know there are people who have 1,000 hours in a game. Is crazy.
There is someone who
How many days is that?
I don't.
Sorry, I'm asking too many questions.
That's is so much of me. I don't know. How I can't remember exactly how many hours. A friend of mine on my Steam has, I think, nearly 20 hours in Slay the Spire 2 already.
Oh, 20 hours.
Like 20 or so hours.
Yeah,
I mean, like
yeah.
they've played for almost an entire day over the course of 3 days.
Or 3
like-
days, yeah.
It's somewhat people are playing it for ages. Yeah.
Yes.
1,000 hours is 41.667 days.
So nearly
42 days.
Within
42 days.
That's pretty crazy. I can't seem to load my stuff up. So I'm gonna say like 300 to 400 maybe. I played it a lot.
that is a lot of
For
hours.
a lot of
That is
time.
A lot of hours.
I got to Ascension level 15 by the
That
time
is
I
a
got it,
lot.
which is
That
which
is
is
a lot.
on the Silent. I think got to Ascension level 10 on the Iron.
Now I'm not very good at the game. I've only ever made it to Ascension 3. I just want to point that. I have
That's
300 hours. That's 100 hours each Ascension.
It's a hard game.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
It's a difficult game.
I don't. Well, I would say it is difficult.
It is difficult.
But after it being out for so long, I have watched a video recently of someone platinuming
yeah.
Slay the Spire 1, and like there are so many builds out there that a lot of the runs do become trivial.
You go for certain things. That you
Um,
just, it's about knowledge at that point. But that's not super fun to me. I like to sort of just
Well,
build
yeah,
as I go.
I never looked any of it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But this is not about Slay the Spire 1. We are talking about the new Slay the Spire 2.
Yes.
So the big thing about Slay the Spire 2, besides it being multiplayer, we have not explored that asset yet.
Uh-huh.
But it now has 2 new characters, and it brings back 3 old characters.
That's correct. Yes.
New and improved.
Yeah, changed and added stuff. They've
Yeah.
also added new, like, I guess call them card abilities.
Yeah, there's new cards. There's
not just
new
new cards, but-
items, new potions.
and new effects like Sly, for example, one of those things where you discard it and it activates. That kind of stuff. Just new abilities
New
in general.
abilities, yeah.
New game.
card features.
Yeah, new card features. New fresh coat of paint. It looks amazing.
Looks really sharp. Now, a friend of ours, Tristan, that's been on the show before, go check out that episode. It'll be up here.
Asshole. Yeah, sure will be.
He mentioned that he was concerned about when they do 2D games, and then for the sequel they make them like 3D,
A lot
like
more
art.
defined and
Like
yeah.
an example would be where they went from Darkest
Darkest
Dungeon
Dungeon
1 to
2.
Darkest Dungeon 2 was much more on a 3D plan. I don't think they've actually really pushed that 3D element that much. Well, it might, if we're multiplayer, it might look that way. But I don't think it's
still very reminiscent of Slay the Spire 1.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you can really tell the difference.
It just looks smoother. It looks nicer. The attack animations are a lot more like enhanced.
Yeah.
It's very, very pretty.
The enemies look so good.
And they're so weird and unique. They're so cool.
I'm still fine. Well, it's early days.
It's early days.
But there's still like new enemies.
Yeah. What's some of the enemies you found that you can you remember and like sort of enjoy or think are weird or fun?
Ooh, I only just like found it, but it's the I can't remember the exact name, but it's the grasshopper.
Yep.
Now, in the old game, you had the thieves that took your gold and then
Yes,
ran away.
yes.
Instead, now you have a grasshopper. Does not take your money.
No.
Takes a card from your deck.
Which is painful because it's normally a very good card. But I can see a tactic here where if it takes a bad card, I go,
Oh yeah.
well, I'll take it away.
But I
think
don't
it
know.
will.
I don't.
I think
I
it'll take a
don't
high
know
value
the formula of how it steals cards.
I think it will take a high value one almost all the time.
Probably.
But yeah, that is an asshole. That is an absolute jerk of a character, and it's very fun running into him. He also functions like the birds in Slay the Spire 1, where if you hit him a number of times, he drops.
Yeah, he's
a combo, which is very fun.
yeah.
The one I found that I particularly not much enjoy, but I
This
just
was
like
I was excluding boss monsters.
not big monsters. Is this beehive man, where he's just an entire
Oh.
hive of wasps.
No, I have not.
He
I've
has-
not versed him. In the hive. In
the hive area,
the
yeah,
second area.
yeah. In this area, what he does is he has an ability every time you hit him, and this stacks on, you get a daze in your deck.
Oh.
And if you hit him the second time, you get 2 dazes in your deck. And 3. And so it got to a
in
point.
the one turn, or it just stacks the
it
whole way.
stacks on the one turn.
Okay.
And then, but he can upgrade himself so that if you hit him, you get 2 on the first one, and then like 4, whatever.
Oh my
But what's
gosh.
very funny was like I got to a point where I was doing all this stuff, had a lot of block, and then I got to my next hand, it was full of dazes. And it's like, oh, I'm not doing anything this turn, I suppose.
It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it a lot more stuff is going on in this game.
Yeah.
It feels very busy by comparison, not in a bad way, but it's really cool.
It also brings back the early days of Slay the Spire 1 for me.
Yeah.
Because one of the best things about roguelikes in general is the early game where you're unlocking everything.
Yeah,
And I really enjoy
that process.
that process. And Slay the Spire 2 does something really interesting about how you unlock stuff, because they give you the timeline.
Yep.
The
epochs.
And when you achieve certain goals, like an easy one is like when you
when the Ironclad beats Act 1 boss.
or you
You reach Act 2 with this character.
finish a run with the Ironclad.
Yeah. Very early
You
stuff.
get a little story beat about the world. So Slay the Spire 2 goes much into the world.
Which I'm very excited for.
I'm very excited for
I
it too.
can't wait for that.
And you also unlock either cards, more potions, or more relics. So I really enjoy the unlocking aspect of roguelikes.
It's a lot more in depth, very exciting. They have a lot of they have some nice art that goes with it. A lot of it right now is placeholder, so it's very funny crayon drawings.
Oh, is it actually
Yeah, so
placeholder?
a lot of the stuff you will
I
find-
didn't realize
Well,
that.
some of them aren't placeholders right now. Some of them are actually official. But there's one of them with the silent, because you go into the character backstories as well of who
Yes.
they are. So the silent has like, she's got a backstory where she has to prove herself to her family or whatever. I don't know. I've just gotten one epoch about her.
Same. Me too.
But it's a picture of this crayon drawing of these monsters and these tiny little figures
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
pictures
yeah,
of their
yeah,
masks.
yeah.
And it's just like really cute and like a child done it. It's and I love those ones because
They concept art.
their concept art,
Yeah.
their placeholders, they're very, very funny. There's one card that I
They didn't want to
laughed
use
at.
AI, so they
Hell
made
yeah!
crayon.
This is so much better. There was one art that made me laugh because it was just I can't remember what it was, but it was like a play on the words of the name of the card because the art's not done yet.
Yeah,
It'll be different art when it comes out, but it's like a jokey type art.
Let's talk about the meat and potatoes, the new characters.
The new characters, the exciting things.
Okay. So do you want to talk about
Regent?
Regent?
The Regent, yeah, I love the Regent. He is a alien who crashes on the planet where the Spire is, and he's a noble alien who sits on a massive throne and has these 2 servants that carry him around on that throne. And
He's the king. His whole bit
Yeah,
is
he's a
that
regent.
he is. Yeah,
he's a lord.
yeah,
He's the lord. He's come into this world and no one treats him seriously, which is very much annoying for him. And his whole bit is either creating this massive sword of like war, or sending his own servants to do his bidding, or using the power of the stars. But like everything about him is about do it for me, go ahead. He's a very funny
So
character.
his mechanic is that in normal Slay the Spire, you get energy to play
mana.
cards, but the Regent has a
second
second resource, which is the stars you mentioned.
Yes.
So certain cards will give you stars or
Yep.
use stars.
Some of them are free.
Some of them free, but high
Some-
star cost.
Yes, others are expensive with a high star cost and they're very powerful.
Yes.
But it costs you a lot more. I was nervous that he wasn't going to be very useful because a lot of the time in these kinds of games where they add someone and they give them an extra resource to manage or an extra thing to deal with, it really stunts what they can do in the game. But they've done this very well. He's a lot of fun to play.
He is a lot of fun.
And he's not very difficult. Like, he does what he wants to do he does what he says on the tin. Like, he carves through with powerful attacks or he builds up his resources while defending himself. It's really well made.
Yeah,
I really,
it's
really enjoy him.
well made.
It's a lot of fun.
I don't really want to go too much into him because
Yeah.
I just don't. I want the audience, if they go and play, they can experience them
You're
themselves.
putting a lot of pressure on the audience. They've got to watch Garth Marenghi. They've got to play this. They've got to go back and watch the previous episode with
I
Tristan.
have high hopes for our
You're giving him a
audience. Look,
lot of
I have-
homework.
I have high audience expectations.
hear that? In the comment section,
We
I want to hear
believe
a
in
report.
you.
I want to hear a report of what you've done.
What's your favorite character in Smash? I'm gone.
Well, mine's
All
Garth
I
Marenghi.
want our comment section to be is I'm
I'm
Garth
Garth Marenghi,
Marenghi.
and this is my
My
dark
dark
place.
Yeah, I just want that comment.
Yeah.
10 times.
Okay, but what about the other new character as well?
The Necro
Binder, I believe her name is. She's an undead person
Yeah, she's been cursed by a
book in the spire.
Yeah.
And she has to climb to the top to get revenge, I think is the
Yeah,
idea.
get revenge or something. Anyway,
Anyway, she's got a big pet hand.
yeah, so her mechanic is that she gets to summon the hand.
Yep.
And any unblocked damage before it hits your HP,
It hits
the hand. And so her deck is all about building up the hand to get more HP so you take less HP. So
Yeah.
it's like a big wall tanky build, which is really like surprising for a necro, like
Yeah.
a summoner build.
putting a wall in front of them instead of
Mm,
like summoning enemies to kill with. It's more about putting a wall up. I'm a little sad. I really want Necrobinder to be building up the hand and destroying with it, which you can do, but it feels like right now especially I don't have the cards to build up Osty like that.
You might have to unlock more of her timeline
yeah.
to get the cards of that unlocked.
Because you can get some cards where Osty, which is the name of the hand, punches and kicks things, but
You do get those early.
She's also got a feature called Doom.
Yes. So Doom works where you strike an enemy and it builds up their Doom meter, and if their health ever reaches that Doom meter, or below it, they will die at the end of their
next turn. Yeah.
And the animation for it is kind of cool because it just they turn grey.
Grey
A
and they
portal
just
opens and they just
Sink
sucked
to
in.
hell.
Um,
It's very cool. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
I
man.
wish I was like, oh, it happens at the end of the enemy turn, so they get to hit me one last time. Like that, it makes sense. So it's not the same thing as poison. You
Yes.
don't want it to be like just pretty much poison but different.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh man, that doesn't make me want to use it as much because it can still hit me, but it's still really
I think
good.
it's a little more powerful than poison, like the cards themselves, because there's no because a lot of them have apply doom and damage
And deal damage.
and then damage or apply doom
Yeah.
and something else. Where poison, typically when you're running a poison deck, you have a lot of like just inflict poison. Or your power noxious gas, where it's just start
Yeah.
giving them poison at the beginning of the
What
turn.
it does though is that every turn they lose health, whereas Doom they'll never lose health. You're just making their health smaller eventually over time. Let's say you do Doom one turn, and then next turn there's no Doom. You're doing a little bit of hits, but that Doom bar isn't going up. Whereas with the poison, you can apply poison, damage them as well. They'll take damage, and then the next turn.
So
you apply
poison is
more
probably
poison.
more powerful as a mechanic than
I feel like it is, and I think that's why Osty is very important, the hand, because then it applies that more block, makes it easier to build Doom. It functions very nicely. It's not what I want, but I'm sure I'll get what I want soon with the hand stuff.
I hope you get what you want.
I'm sure I will. It'd be foolish to not make the hand be a build. It's so cool. Big skeleton hand.
Now, I believe none of us have beaten a run yet.
No,
We've only gone up to the third act
bosses.
bosses.
Yeah. What third act bosses did you find? I found some rude ones.
I'm trying to.
I might remind you if I say my ones.
Yeah, you say yours.
I met with the queen,
No,
and I met with the test subject.
no.
Okay.
I met with the necro. He's not called the lich. The lich and his minion.
Okay, I've not seen that one.
I don't know if that's what they're called, which is I'm worried now.
I have said their actual name.
Yeah, I know you have.
Yeah.
This is my problem. I don't actually pay attention to what they are.
Makes a pain to discuss a
Pain-
podcast with him.
Sorry.
When he's like, I didn't pay attention to things.
He's basically reminds me of the Dark Lord in Lord of the Rings.
Okay,
Like that
cool.
is
So
his aesthetic. He has the crown,
Yeah.
like face of
So
fire
I
kind
have
of
not
thing.
seen this character then.
And he comes with like his minion.
I wonder if it's a Slay the Spire boss
essentially.
that might be in there. 'Cause there are some Slay the Spire 1 repeats, but I've not seen repeats with bosses. so maybe not.
No, I don't think it's definitely not one of
A couple of them, but it doesn't sound like them. There's some that's slightly similar, but no. So you got the Dark Lord Sauron,
Yeah.
and did you have another one?
So
So I believe you said you got to the Act 3 boss twice.
I'm thinking back. I think I actually only got there once. I
That's
think
okay.
that was it. Because I'm going back
It's
over the
hard.
bosses, and I think my run ended on on the big worm.
The one that can insta kill you if you don't
Yes.
run away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shia Lud.
Basically,
Basically,
no.
Shia.
I remember dying to
Yes.
that one.
I died to that one, then I beat it in a second run. That was very funny. I fought a giant crab once
Oh,
that had two pincers on each side,
I've not.
and you attacked it. It's very fun. The queen is rude. The queen has a minion monster called an amalgamation, I believe, and it has almost as much hit points as the queen.
Oh, very nice.
And then she just starts. I think she has an ability where she just starts like saying, "You don't get to use these cards," or you can only use one of these cards. And if you use this card, you can't use any of the other ones. Oh, yeah, so you can't use skills or whatever. I don't remember.
Kat, could you look up the queen for me and
Did
Slay
you
the Spire
fight,
2?
did you fight the queen?
You know how I talked about the
Sauron?
The Sauron.
That's your Sauron.
We're gonna look up a photo. It'll be here.
I didn't.
So you didn't pay attention to the look.
Oh, I looked at her and went, "That's the queen." I didn't go, "Hey, Sauron, how you doing?"
This one?
Okay.
Sauron?
I'm
Yes, that is
right.
the queen.
No. That wasn't easy to find.
Oh, it's the
Well, it's early access.
Yeah. Good job. I believe that's what it is. I'll have fun looking for that photo. Yes, that is correct. That is the
Yes.
right one. That is the right one. Yes. So,
We both versus the queen.
We both versus the queen. She's a pain in the ass. I don't know how I'm supposed to beat her, but
I don't know. Yeah,
She was fun.
I've only gotten to it once.
yeah. And then there's a couple of very fun bots. There's a soulless fish, which is a fish that's translucent. You see its organs. I don't know what its specific features are. There's a crab, as I said, that has two pincers, and you fight the pincers, and if they're attacking you from behind, they do extra damage, which is similar to what happened in Slay the Spire 1 with a different boss.
But that was towards the end.
That was at the very end before you fought the heart.
See, that's what I'm also interested. I want to know what's after Act 3.
Yeah.
I want to know what boss you're going to
I want to know if
fight.
it's the heart of the spire again, or if it's something else, because you kill the heart of the spire, technically speaking, canonically. I believe Silent is the one that does it. I can't remember.
I think you're
according to
right.
the canon of,
I think
because
you're
they'll
right.
say it in the epoch,
Yeah.
which are the stories.
Oh my gosh, the story of the defect
Yeah,
is
right,
so
right.
sad.
Yeah.
Because like his first
got
thing
abandoned.
is he wakens up, he's abandoned, and he puts himself back
Which
together.
is why they're all chunky and big now.
Oh,
Oh, I love the defect.
he looks damn cool though.
He looks so
I think he looks super robust.
And his powers are super fun. Like
I've always enjoyed the defect in the original was my favorite.
great.
My favorite.
I also I think 2 seconds after I started playing, I immediately put fast animations on so I could just
Oh, really?
go through it. Yeah, because it's not so much fast animation, it's just fast play. Because the cards, I'm so used to playing Balatro now at like full speed that I'm like, the cards go when you're drawing them. I was kind of like, let's just come on, let's go through this. I want to shoot some stuff.
okay,
Want to kill people. Want to in the game. And so I put it on immediately, but it's so satisfying, especially with like some of the animations. The dagger spray.
Have you seen the thing? I think this is a first area boss. It's the big black slime with a scorpion tail.
Yes, I fought that one a lot, and it's so frustrating. I almost always beat it, but it almost always kills me.
Yeah, because it it charges up three
Three.
times and then just does one
Big
massive
smash,
smack.
and it hits you, massive smash, gets stronger, does it again.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you piss off?
I do notice, I think this game is harder. I
so.
think there are so many more enemies that give themselves strength boosts.
Yeah.
That also
Debuff you.
like debuff you. Even like
suffocating
first
abilities.
area bosses.
Yeah.
Area enemies like can sometimes be really
There is
a pain to,
there is
to verse.
an elite fight. Do you remember the statue head from Slay the Spire 1?
Oh, I
Yeah.
died to this statue.
Yes, the statue in 2 is not the head, it's just one whole statue, but it basically works the same. But it's in Act 1, and it does 25 damage every turn.
Yeah.
After the first 2 turns.
Yeah.
You're like, this is Act 1.
This is brutal.
This is insane. I am taking so much damage.
I think they have learnt from the first game where decks become crazy.
Yeah.
And so I think they're
They've
putting
upped the-
higher challenge ceiling, which is probably why, because I remember when like beating the Act 3 pretty early on in my runs of Slay the Spire 1, and
It's possible to get all the way to the end of Act 3 with just the first opening deck.
yeah.
Like with extra unlocks if you get lucky.
And I really do not think it probably is a way, but I don't think in Slay the Spire 2 that it's so much harder to get there.
Yeah. A couple of things I've reminded of that I want to talk about quickly before we get to like the whole review part. A couple rooms that I have found in events that have made me laugh a lot.
Oh, events, yeah.
Like events and stuff. There's my favorite one so far is the cheese room event. Have you found the cheese room?
I'm not going to the cheese room.
You go
So
into
no
the area-
spoilers, no spoilers.
Well, it's so funny.
fine,
I
tell me,
don't-
tell me, tell me.
You go into the room. It's like the walls, the doors, the windows. It's all cheese.
Cheese.
And you can. It's just everything's cheese. Everywhere you go on, it's cheese. And you can either eat the cheese
Yep.
and heal a bit, and like I think lose some money or whatever. I can't remember. Or you can take some damage and search for the perfect cheese. And it gives you a relic, which is cheese.
And what does the cheese do?
At the end of every fight, you increase your max HP by 1.
Ooh!
Cheese is very good.
That is a very good
Very nice.
relic. That's a very good
The
relic.
second thing I found very funny was there was a room full of dolls, and in this room,
I haven't found it, so you
I've gone through a lot of
you've gone
events.
through
I
a
found the
few
cheat
more
room like
events.
twice. At one point, you become a judge. It's very funny. But there's a room full of dolls, and in this room, you get to choose a number of dolls to choose from as a relic. You can either take one randomly, or you
Yeah.
can take some damage because they start screaming at you,
Yes.
and you can take one of 2. One of those dolls is Bing Bong
Oh, really?
from Pink.
Ah.
And Bing Bong is front and center in front of you. And I went, hang on, you're not. What? Did Landfall have a thing to do it? I don't think it
do
did.
you know why?
Why?
Because they share an office space.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Landfall and whoever makes.
I can't remember. It's like don't know. What is it? I can't remember. I'll Mega Crit maybe. I think it might be Mega Crit. I don't know.
Yeah, but the developer.
Yeah, it's Mega Crit and
That's where it was.
what Landfall.
That's Share the Office Space. No, I know.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying. No, I know. I'm trying to think of the developer name for Slay the Spire. That's what I was trying to think.
Mega Crit.
Yes.
That's what I was agreeing with you.
No, I didn't know if that was right or not. So don't worry about
I'm
it.
telling you, you're right.
Okay,
That's
cool.
what I'm saying. That's what
Cool.
I'm saying.
Okay.
saying. I'm confirming.
I know you just started saying it's landfall. I went, yeah, I know it's landfall. We just established that. We're going back in circles. Okay, let's.
Mega Crit Landfall.
Mega-
Mega Crit Landfall.
But who's on first? Okay.
Landfall Crit.
Megafall.
Megafall.
Landfall crit. Land crit. Megafall.
That too.
All right, let's review this game.
Alright, let's do it. Okay. Categories.
Once again, Barkeep, we just did this, and we're gonna need those categories again. We've completely forgotten.
It's okay, they're slightly different.
Oh,
They are
good.
because it's a game.
That's true.
So you might not be able to fully review the first one. The first one's price point.
No, we can
yeah.
because it won't change when it comes out. It's about $35
It's
Australian.
$35 Australian.
That's like
Yeah.
what 20-something dollars American.
And I believe even because we bought early access,
Even-
we won't read.
Yeah, if it does go
buy
up,
it. Yeah.
if you are confident in Slay the Spire and that price point sounds great, pick it up now in case it does go up. I don't think it will.
I'll
But
be honest. I think there's enough content.
Yeah.
For the 35.
Yeah.
Like.
even with placeholders, and also just the thing, Slay the Spire 1, as I said in the previous episode, is like worth the cost of a car with how good it is. Slay the Spire 2 is better. So take that into account. $34, whatever is.
I will make the
absolutely
comment.
fine.
I will make the comment. I think this is going to be one of the cases where the sequel comes out
Mhm.
and makes the first one obsolete.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a lot
I
of
agree.
sequels do.
Yeah.
Because it's just better. Like it's just more of what you want, right?
Yep.
So if it's better than the first one, why would you ever go back?
Yeah. I will say we can't judge it for the full game because the full game's not out. But
Yeah, this is why
even-
it's an early access
yeah,
review.
even if this game was all that came out, I'd still be pretty satisfied.
I'd be pretty happy.
I'd be pretty happy. I'd be more happy with more game, but I'd still be pretty happy. So yeah, point.
Yeah, point for price.
Point for price.
Story/design.
Yeah, point. I mean, like the story
yeah,
sounds
easy.
great. The design's amazing.
Gameplay/tutorial.
Tutorial's
Yeah,
good.
tutorial's good. I actually went through the tutorial.
Yeah, I went through it a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I went through it. I was gonna skip it because I didn't care. But I was like, well, let's see how it goes. It taught me everything I already knew.
Yes.
Last time we played, we rated
I'm
it,
aware.
You skipped the tutorial
I didn't
entirely.
skip the tutorial. It was in a separate menu that I had to navigate to. I'm not
Harvest
doing
Moon.
that.
That episode you can watch right.
Stop pointing at the episodes.
So 2 points.
Yeah, points there, whatever it is.
Time commitment.
Oh, it's
Super quick.
really easy.
This is not the board
run.
game. This is not the
No,
board
no,
game.
it's not.
This is 20 minutes if you want to
It's
do one
really
run.
easy to do a run. Maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes if you're like
Getting quite far or
Yeah,
spending more
I
time.
was gonna say like delving into the mechanics and sort of like really thinking about your turns.
yeah.
But you can also have a really quick run.
I will say it is dangerous. If you do like these kinds of games, you will sink more time in just by playing it because
Yeah.
you'll want to keep playing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it'll be like one more run, and then it'll be 4
One
hours
more.
later,
I know.
and you need to go to work.
So point.
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 And finally, replayability.
Oh, it's a
It's a
roguelike. It's a
roguelike,
roguelike.
yeah.
It's replayable. This is a 5 out of 5 game so far.
5 out of 5.
It is a 5 out of 5.
This is a 5 out of 5 game.
I could not find through the app
Mhm.
your playtime
Of Slay Spire 1.
of Slay Spire 1, Caleb. Luke,
Yes.
you have 245.7 hours.
200. There you go. Okay. A little bit less than I thought.
I think I might beat you. I think I might beat you, to be honest.
You might beat me. You haven't gone to Ascension 4.
in hours in play.
Caleb's
Yeah.
playtime is
I know. No.
key.
I know that you. I know that you
Luke's
might.
just gonna put 0.01.
0 Ascension. No, I know you have. You might have more time, but you haven't got nearly as far as what I'm
But I've
telling you.
had more fun, clearly.
No, I
Because
have.
I've played it longer.
You have got more of the achievements.
Yeah, that
but
makes
I'm not
sense.
sure how much they differ between platforms.
They're
It can
pretty
sometimes.
like vaguely, but not a
You
lot.
have 30 out of 46, and he had 20 something.
Poor form. Poor
26.
form and poor shame is what I wanted to say. I went
Poor shame.
poor shame.
Poor shame.
Yeah. Pick up Slay Spire 2 if you're keen. It's honestly
I
one.
highly recommend.
I recommend it. Well, it's one of the best roguelites so far. I haven't played Eugenics, also a great roguelike, but
Is that the cat one?
that's the cat one.
I just
It's a weird game.
I don't. Yeah, but so was Bunny Vizak.
Yep, I played that one too.
Yeah.
And this is weirder.
yeah, probably. I don't think I'm gonna pick up Eugenics
That's fair.
like unless it comes on like
It's
sale.
pretty funny. You make the cats into basically
No,
D&D characters.
Yeah, like
Lot of fun.
I've
And then you get them to bang.
I've seen reviews of it, and I'm like, I think
They give birth to
I think
kittens.
if I were playing it, like I think I'd enjoy it. I don't think I'd sink a lot of hours.
There's a little
into
tin
it.
that builds you stuff. It's very funny. Anyway, Slay Spire 2. Sorry, I just saw Barkeep's face. Was that when I said you can make the cats bang? You don't really make it happen. They just do it themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
But then they breed new kittens that have new abilities based on their parents.
She's judging him.
Listen, it's one of the most popular games right now.
I played Sims.
Yeah. I bet you murdered plenty. I bet you made plenty of freak babies in The Sims.
No.
Okay, you don't
Freak
want to.
babies.
That's one of the thing you can do in like Sims 3. You know, you get these people and then you just make them. We'll talk about it off camera.
Well, we're getting kicked out of the tavern.
For poor form and poor shame. I don't know, for bad misconduct. There you go.
We hope you enjoy your week and thank you for joining us. Cheers.
Bye.